Will carbs make me fat? Really? I know the answer. Will carbs make you fat? Because you're the one with the question. I'm here to tell you, no. Carbs will not make you fat, but more precisely, the right carbs at the right times not only will not make you fat, they will make you yoked. They will help you get lean, get shredded, build muscle, improve strength, and just make you overall happier and healthier. What do I mean by that? Now, processed carbohydrates are the devil. Synthetic chemicals are horrible. We want to avoid that at all costs. I'm looking at you, macro fitters, tart poppers. Get that shit out of your life. Get that poison out of your life and start eating real food. Now, what type of carbohydrates do I suggest? I suggest blueberries and strawberries and blackberries and bananas and raisins and apples and all those wonderful fresh fruits. I suggest quinoa and amaranth and sweet potatoes and white potatoes and all of those other nice, beautiful grains. We also suggest green vegetables and spinach and produce and all those other beautiful things that you avoided as a kid. Those are all carbohydrates, people. What? Snap out of it. We want to get healthy. We want to be strong. Now, here's the thing. Here's the rub. And all you low-carb dieters, you keto zealots out there, you don't really tell the population that they'll perform better if they have glycogen that's readily available. Glycogen is actually stored in the muscle, making it much more readily available and accessible and usable than those free-form ketones that are floating randomly through the bloodstream because of your pseudoscience that you're throwing out there in the media. Sorry, not sorry, hashtag not keto. This is the truth. High-fat diets or moderate to high-fat diets are excellent, but not at the exclusion of healthy carbohydrates from the groups that I had just said. And those are just a few of the many wide-ranging, micronutrient-dense, phytonutrient-dense ingredients that you should be consuming. Think about that for a minute. The most shredded athletes on the world, bodybuilders, all eat carbohydrates. The strongest athletes on the world, strength athletes on the world, eat carbohydrates. The high endurance athletes, runners and triathletes all eat carbohydrates. The healthiest populations with the longest lifespans on the planet all eat carbohydrates. So why are you avoiding carbohydrates? Why are you being told to avoid carbohydrates? That's the question. All I'm asking you to do is to be mindful of your decisions. All I'm asking you to do is to think for yourself. Don't take what I'm telling you as gospel. Take this information, prove me wrong. Take the information that I'm giving you, do your own research, and challenge the other freak low-carb weirdos that are trying to tell you blueberries are bad, but a bag of pork rinds is good. Does that make sense? You can eat a stick of butter, a block of cheese, a pound of bacon, and a bag of pork rinds and be totally low-carb compliant, but God forbid you eat 1 cup of blueberries or a whole apple. Then you are prohibited from being in our low-carb club. That makes no sense. I'm having some fun here. But really, carbohydrates are good in the right quantity at the right time from the right source. Now, that's the most important thing. Processed carbohydrates are terrible. Get them out of your life. Artificial sugars are just as bad as processed carbs. And a lot of these low-carb zealots, they will have you go and eat these sucralose-laden synthetic chemical foods in replacement of blueberries. And to replace these whole food sources that do contain carbohydrates, sugar is the 4-letter word these days starting with S, makes no sense. They'll have you eat these synthetic chemicals and avoid eating these healthy, micronutrient-dense, phytonutrient-dense carbohydrate sources. That makes no sense. So, what did we learn today, ladies and gentlemen? We learned that carbohydrates can be good for you. Carbohydrates will make you bigger and stronger and run faster and get laid. Maybe, probably, who knows? Let's try it.